Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's Tracy with the Gather community, and I am here with founding member extraordinaire, Caterina Rando. I don't even know how to describe the gift that this woman has been in my life and in my business. We realized just a minute ago as we were preparing for this interview that we met 6 years ago this coming Tuesday. So by the time you see this, we'll have just been friends for 6 years, or I should say we will have met 6 years ago. As Caterina would say, I was a little bit of a slow cooker. Took me a little minute to get together, but ever since we've had a chance to know each other, our whole business and friendship existence has just flourished. So I'm thrilled to introduce her to you if she is new to you, and if she's not new to you, we'll see what kind of new ideas we can come up with today. Caterina, thank you so much for being here and letting me spotlight you.
Thank you, Tracy. Anytime, anywhere in the world, I am always happy to be with you.
And we've been sitting here talking. I just realized it was like a half an hour already. Chitter chatter, getting caught up, talking about our past and our present and the future and what's coming up. But for
Our
those who
ideas,
haven't,
ideas du jour. Yes.
yeah, the ideas du jour, exactly. The bright, shiny objects that we may or may not be acting on, depending on, what the right choice is. But I want to make sure to touch base on who you are and where you are and what you do in your business, because there might be people here who have heard of you but haven't really heard you speak or teach yet. And so here's their first opportunity. So give us kind of your background and how you got here.
Sure. Well, let's
It's a
see.
long story, I know. So we'll start. Yeah.
Yeah, well, as you know, I'm born on March 8th, which is International Women's Day. And some point early in my life, I decided that I wanted to focus on uplifting women as my purpose on the planet. I actually worked on the ERA countdown campaign when I was, I think, a sophomore in high school at my parochial school, and I would wear my plaid uniform to go to the office to stuff envelopes for the ERA countdown campaign.
Wow.
Unfortunately, in 2024, we still don't have an equal rights amendment, and it's one of the things that I'm not happy about. At the same time, there is so much that women can do to uplift women. And I like to say a rising woman lifts all the women around her. I choose in my work to uplift women economically by teaching them how to authentically sell in a way that works for them, how to build community like you're so good at, Tracy, how to use speaking to get clients, and how to host their own retreats. And of course, as you know, Tracy, because you come with me, how to do amazing retreats for women that not only teach them some stuff, but also have them leave that retreat more empowered than when they showed up. And, sometimes that word empowerment might be overused, but the truth is that I want every woman on the planet to know that she matters and she has massive value to bring, because she does. And we often need to be reminded, because life and circumstances and situations and the greater world can often make us think that we're less than, and we're
Yeah.
not. We're
So
awesome.
true. Yeah, we are awesome. And that's exactly how you show up. So I hope that if you're watching this, people out there, that what you can see here is Caterina being her authentic, human, personable self, right? This is not a speech. This is not like her putting on some persona to show the world what she has to offer for her business or whatever. Like, this is truly Caterina's heart showing, as it does every time for those of us who know her.
Thank
So
you.
I love everything
Can
she
I
shared.
say one thing?
Yes.
Thank you for your kind words. And let me say this, like, one of the things I love about having my own business, which I know you love too, is that we get to be our authentic self. You
Mhm.
know, I like to wear heart earrings. Yesterday I was wearing blue tassel earrings. I like to be dressed. I like to have my flowers. I like to make up words and make up phrases, depresso, and
Half
all.
Italian, half English.
Yes, okay. I love, I like to wear myself all over my business and be the same in my business as I am in my life. And, it was interesting because we heard our friend Carol Pistone talk the other day about her business. And she was saying, that sometimes people ask about the difference between work values and personal values. And she made me so happy because she said, they're the same. Your values are the same at work and at home. And that's what I have been saying for a long time, that we get to bring our personal values to our work. And that is awesome. So my point is that, if we're in our business and we get to be ourselves, we're living an authentic life. And that is an amazing life to live. And yes, we want to make more money and we want to have more clients and we want to have more impact. And hopefully we do. And we continue to grow in that area. But every day we get to be ourselves.
Yep.
And that is amazing.
Absolutely. 100%. And the idea that to continue what Carolyn was talking about, that if your personal values and your work values are not the same, then maybe you're working in the wrong place.
Well, you're surely working in the
Yeah.
wrong place,
Yes.
my friend. And the other thing that we've talked about is that a lot of times when people are working in an environment earlier in their career and they're told, like you've shared about somebody saying that don't be so loud, or, I've been told don't be so bossy, which is another word for leadership, right?
Right.
Hello, okay. But, and then that's one of the ways that women get, knocked down. And
Yep.
for us to really get to be our authentic self at work, but we have to kind of unlearn sometimes those messages that were somebody else's value telling us how to be.
Yep.
And so we get to create our own culture for our business, and we get to have our values permeate our whole life. And bing, 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 that's awesome. And that's how we get to bliss in our business.
Absolutely. I think, one of the things that is clear in the kind of social world today is the idea of the patriarchy, and in the Barbie movie, right? All of that, and growing up, it was not something that was like defined, it just existed. And so now, with your help, I know I've come around to being able to be my own self more easily, right?
Yeah.
And more clearly. And, the whole bold story, if you've ever heard me talk about being bold, that comes from being with you and being on your program and on your retreat. And it's that whole origin story is a part of our work together based on what you are teaching, your clients and the world around you. So it's been huge.
And Tracy, let me say that I remember that day. I love it when you tell your story about you chose to be bold and you got off that ship bolder than when you got on, and then to watch your evolution and you come full into your flourishing leadership. That is what makes me bliss. And that's what happens when we feel like, okay, I can be myself. And
Mhm.
this is who I want to be. And this is how I want to be. And then bing, bing, you get to go that way. And, and Tracy, you have had so much positive impact in other women's lives. And that's the ripple effect that we all get to see in our business when we're being our authentic self and doing what we choose to do, and making it our work. And it's it's life affirming, it's heartwarming. And I believe, the reason why we're here on this planet, Einstein is one of the guys that said this. I wish some earlier woman had said it, but Einstein is that, we're here to help each other. And that's underneath my desire to empower women, that's the belief that drives my life, that we're here to help each other. And, this makes me think of something, Tracy, that I want to say, is that sometimes people say, oh, don't overgive.
Right.
And I hate that because, yes, you don't want to give to the detriment of yourself, but isn't that the whole purpose of everything, is to help people, you know?
Right.
And our business, yes, we're in business, we have profit making businesses, we want to make money, but the whole purpose of making money is so that you can have more impact and grow more and have more financial security. So you're blissing more, but then you get to write checks to help the causes you care about. And you get to say to somebody, hey, I can help you. And you know, that's all right. I'll help you. Don't worry about the fee. Let me just help
Right.
you.
Well, and
And
maybe you don't even do it with money, but if you have enough security that you're not stressed, now you're more open and kinder to help someone else because you're
oh,
not so worried about your life. Like,
absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
the whole giving doesn't, we always know that giving doesn't have to be money, or it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be whatever resource is limited for you. It can be what's more unlimited, which could be money, or it could be time, or it could be your
Yes.
talents and specific skills, and being in all these different communities that we're in. Sometimes we have time for them, and sometimes we don't have time, but we can give them some money. And sometimes we don't have either one of those, but we can offer some advice or a referral, or, and it doesn't have to be only for charities, but really it's for every person that we meet.
Every person. And I'm going to tell you another one of my guiding principles that I do my best to live by every day, and that is to uplift everybody I come in contact with.
Yeah.
To have everybody, every interaction, they leave more uplifted than when they showed up. But the thing is, guess what? Hello, I get uplifted too.
Yep.
And that's the beauty of being in the uplift business, is that it's good for me too.
Yep.
And I encourage people to embrace that. And to jump back to generosity, right, sometimes it's time, sometimes it's money. I think a kind word, access to some resource that they might need, or a person, that me and you, like, I love to introduce Mary to Jane to Sheila, like women that you think
Yep.
would want to meet each other, because helping people connect with more people is definitely a generous thing to do. And I do encourage women to be generous in their business because it feels good.
Yep. Yeah. I always tell people that are nervous about networking that it's all about finding that next person, your next friend, or maybe finding someone else's next friend for them, right? And friend being a term that means that you're connected, that maybe you have resources for each other, or you have a way to work together and collaborate in business, or maybe you have what they need or they have what you need. It's all about connections and community. And that way, no matter where you go, there's nothing to be nervous about. You're just meeting people that could be the next, important person in your life or in someone else's life.
Like that day I met you. Bing, bing, bing.
Six
What a
years
good day.
ago.
What a
Crazy.
good day. What a good day. And Tracy, I feel this is important to underline, because often women, especially as they get older, they think like, oh, well, I'm older now, so I can't make new friends.
Yeah,
Well, you can make new friends at any age. And we are definitely a testament to that.
absolutely. I think one of the things I hear women say about making new friends is they don't know where. And that's another great reason to just find communities, right? Network. And the word networking doesn't have to mean that you're throwing your business cards at each other. It just means go and hang out together at whatever thing. We've got a thing coming up this week. It's an open house at a cute little boutique in town. Do a little shopping
Looking
after
forward to that.
hours, have a little snack. It's going to be great.
That-
And we're going to get to see each other.
yeah, and that will be super fun. Bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing.
And you don't even there's no rules that says you have to have a business that you're promoting and something coming up in order to go and network at that event. You just come and you meet people, and life can change in a moment. You never know.
Friends. Make
Yeah,
friends.
and
It's
make
super
friends.
fun.
All right, let me ask you a one business focused question before we wrap up, because one of the things that we've talked about is that you teach people some authentic selling and speaking for your business and retreats and all of that. But who are you looking for? Like, if someone's out there going, yeah, but Caterina's like super VIP, I'm not ready for her, or whatever, like
Oh, nice.
who is it that you want to say, wow, I think that she's the right person for me?
Yeah. Okay. Um, I love to serve women who have established service businesses, coaches, consultants, practitioners, women that feel their business is their mission. If you feel like you are so excited about your business, you're all in with your business, you want to serve more people, you want to do it better, I want to talk to you. I want to help you with your sales. I want to help you with using speaking. I want to bring you into our amazing community, and I want to support you to cultivate community in your own business. Those are the women I'm interested in. Most of them are over 50. They don't have to be, but most of them are over 50 because they've been around the block a few times, and they know what they want to do in this stage of their life.
Yeah.
And of course, they have to have a business.
Right.
Those are my clients.
And then I will also add, if I can, that if you think that all of that's you, except for that speaking part, you don't want to be a speaker, just come anyway. Because things change. And when you realize that the ability to speak in front of a group or to concisely and clearly and authentically share what matters in your business and who you're helping and how they've been transformed, that's speaking. And you don't have to be, the TEDx, queen of everything. And you don't have to be, whatever you think you have to be in order to be a speaker, because you don't. You just have to, learn a few skills, get some clarity, and it's great. And I've been, speaking for years now, thanks to Caterina, and it's one of my very, very favorite things to do. And otherwise, before that, I was very much a rambler. Now I can speak much more clearly and in a time frame, which is important.
Yeah. And Tracy, let me say this, okay? Because, a lot of women have come and they've met me at events and they say, oh, Katerina, I don't
Never be
want to be
like
a
you.
speaker. Well, some of them say I want to speak more, and some of them say I don't want to speak. But then they start working with me and they become a speaker and they fall in love with speaking. And in fact, one gal, she sent me a note, I never thought I would be a speaker, and now I'm speaking all the time. And it makes me so happy. But what I want to say is that we don't have to be like the big motivational speaker. Okay. You want to talk about what matches what you sell, and you want to give people value. So I give workshops on sales because I teach sales. I give workshops on speaking because I teach speaking. And you want to give massive value, and people are not paying so much attention to exactly how it's coming out. What they're paying attention to is, how can you help me in
Yeah,
this
they're
area?
excited.
Right.
Mhm.
And how can you help me with my health or my relationship or whatever challenge they're having? And the more people you get in front of, the more potential clients you get, and the more influence you build, and the more clients you're going to get. And now with Zoom, it is really a gold rush for speaking.
Absolutely. Totally agree. 100%. I think it's time for us to start wrapping up. And so this is going to be coming out here at the end of January 2024. We've got an entire almost year ahead of us with so much amazing opportunity and events and travel and personal and professional stuff all over the place. What are you most looking forward to for this year as like your final thought?
Well, I'm looking forward to our mastermind cruise that we're going on, and we'll probably in just a few days. I love taking women on cruise retreats because you can't come late, you can't leave early, and you're all stuck together for the time, which builds great community and is great for making connections.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to our Bliss Summit in March that you're speaking at, that some of your other gather gals and some of my gals that are all over are speaking at. And I'm looking forward to our Bliss retreat in November. And I'm looking forward to going on 3 other cruises that, well, 2 that my clients are hosting, cruise retreats. And yeah, the thing is, like, you can say, what do I love to do? And see if you can include that in your business. And I love to travel, so I do it through my business. Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yay. Okay. Well, I think that's everything that we have today. You've got a million things coming up, and people will be able to find you everywhere. We'll make sure that your main links and everything are in the notes here on this video, and that you have a copy to be able to share. And of course, if you need to figure out the next time you can find Caterina, doing a workshop or a summit, check the Gather Community event calendar because she promotes everything she has through us as well. So anything that she's got coming up, I probably have listed. And otherwise, you can check her out at CaterinaRando.com, of course, or just ask me or just ask her because we're ready to talk any day of the week about what we're doing. So great.
That's right.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for all of your time. And I will see you super soon. And we'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.